Hello.
Hey, Zahar, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good, good, doing well.
Awesome. Got any holiday plans coming up?
We're just going to make some kind of bird with a couple of friends, and keep it quiet and small this year, but still have a nice time.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah,
I
same.
mean, it's the best way to, to stay safe, but also, enjoy the time.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, I wanted to chat with you about your latest music videos. I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but they are awesome.
Thank you.
Probably like the best music videos I've seen in a long time.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm guessing you guys are sci-fi fans,
A little
otherwise you
bit.
wouldn't.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. Yeah, but basically, super anything sci-fi nerds for sure. It kind of inspired the whole like project too, so for
Awesome.
sure. Yeah.
What would you say are your top three sci-fi movies or TV shows?
Whoa, that's tough. I mean, I always put Star Wars and Alien in like my top. I don't think I could pick a third. There's too many good ones, but those are kind of the two that like got me going on like the
Nice.
whole ride, so to speak. So
Yeah, I love the aliens, and I feel like that should be a thing. Rock music with sci-fi animation. I mean, if that
there,
was on Netflix, I would watch it.
yeah, right. There definitely should be. So maybe someday.
Exactly. So Translucent is the most recent music video with the,
Yes.
aliens and spaceships.
Right. Yeah.
And that followed up Swarm.
Yeah, Swarm was in I think September, and then we just put this one out in October. So something I think that's right, or August and October. I'm not sure, but yeah,
Right.
it's fun to get. We were kind of forced into doing the animated videos because we were planning on like some live ones, but we had always wanted to do the animated videos and expand our universe, so to speak. So it was really cool to be able to go in and do these projects. It was like different level, and now it's like we definitely want to keep doing them every album. So
No, I think you definitely should. I think everyone who has seen the music videos seem to really love them. So
yeah, thank you. I think
myself included.
yeah, that's awesome. So we're gonna keep going. So make kind of expand the universe and different planets and different aliens and characters, and it's gonna keep growing from there.
Very cool. Maybe one day you can turn it into like a Broadway show or something,
Yeah, something,
or
right?
like
I
a
mean,
live musical show.
there's all types of things like from comics to TV to Broadway to movies. There's so many options if you could get it to a point that it becomes that way. So, and we'd obviously love it, love it to get there.
Very cool. And so the Killing 2 EP will be out sometime next year, right?
Yeah, it's going to be early next year. We're gonna launch it in January. Um, Enough is enough now. We're gonna put the rest of the songs out, and we're gonna hope that people enjoy it. There's three really different kind of tracks that people haven't heard, in addition to Swarm and Translucent. So we're excited about it. We think this EP, out of the three we've done, has kind of progressed even more so now towards we're becoming kind of more and more focused as we go along about what things we want to tackle and what ways we want to go, both musically and um, subject matter wise. So
Very cool. And you worked, did Kane Churko work on all the songs or just a couple of them?
yeah, he's basically he's our producer. He's the guy. He's worked on all of our songs. So, and we've from I think we did Area was our first song in 2017 with him, and from there till now, I think kind of the team, the band and him together have really started to get to a point of knowing what to expect from one another and kind of preparing more so for one another. And I'm going to try this even though this guy might not like it, and vice versa. But it's all good. I think we're coming out and really starting to hit our stride. So it's exciting to keep coming out with and keep writing more new music too. So
yeah, it seems to be meshing well. Your collaboration with him.
Yeah, he's out of this world for sure. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of experience, and what he's done already in the past is speaks for itself. And also just personally, he's a really cool guy and a easy guy to get along with. And so yeah, that's
can't ask for more.
yeah, exactly. You really can't. You really can't when you're working in this kind of creative space where you need to be comfortable, to be able to expand and be bad, or write something horrible and still be like, okay, let's talk about this and why is it bad, or it's important to have people that you feel comfortable with in that process.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. And are you guys still on track to join Fozzy on tour next year, or is it kind of, on the fence?
Right. Yeah, it is. It is kind of on the fence. I think the last we heard, it's in May now. So, cross our fingers for that. It's going to be an awesome tour. Fozzy's headlining, and then Through Fire, really good band. Royal Bliss, really good band, and we're going to be opening. So we had the fortune of being on a tour last year where it was us opening and Man Mayhem and Hyro the Hero and Nonpoint, and it was just a really incredible tour from start to finish. And the people that showed up early got to watch all bands, and they're I could tell that it was just a well-received tour. So we're chomping at the bit to play live again, obviously.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to talk a little bit about your relationship with music. Not just rock music, but music in general. When would you say you really decided you wanted to pursue music, and who would you say are your biggest influences?
I would say the biggest influences are always kind of the bands that I always. There are many, probably 50 or something, but
oh, yeah.
but I would say that certainly in the rock and metal genres, the things that kind of started me off and got me real excited was the kind of the hard alternative, like Soundgarden and Alice in Chains.
Oh, yeah.
And then of course the classic and groove metal and thrash metal of Metallica and Pantera. And those bands always inspire me. Nine Inch Nails, of course, very inspirational on many fronts. Tool, Ozzy Osbourne's a huge influence for me. There are many. There are so many, and I think I started really getting more serious about it. I first started getting serious probably in high school. Everybody has a high school band, right? And then, as that fizzled or whatever, I think I came back around when Joe and I, he's my cousin who's also a founder. He writes behind the scenes. He doesn't actually play live with the band, but him and I were just in a basement in somebody's house, and we're like, yeah, maybe it's time to to start that band that we talked about when we were kids, and try to see what we got. And it's progressed from there, and here we are right now.
Very cool. And did you get to see any of those bands live that you mentioned, like Tool or Nine Inch Nails?
Yeah, I think I've seen and could see Alice in Chains with Lane Staley.
Oh, you did?
But everybody else,
been amazing.
I saw. Yeah, it was.
Gosh.
In fact, one of my favorite experiences was with my wife at the Hollywood Bowl. We watched Nine Inch Nails and Soundgarden, and we didn't know that was going to be one of the last times that they're probably performing, and with that lineup, obviously, at least. And yeah, they were both awesome that night, so it was incredible.
Oh wow, you're very lucky.
Yeah, I know it.
I feel like if I could have a time machine, I would definitely go back and see those bands during their heyday.
Those would be a couple of those bands, right? Yeah. Definitely. There's so many probably, but that's a couple of them for sure.
Yeah, that's so cool. So what else does Zero Theorem have coming up that you think people should be on the lookout for?
I think, well, we're still writing music, so I don't know when that'll, rear its head, but we're very excited about the new video for a song in January that's coming out with the EP. It's another animated video, and it's kind of the
Nice.
introduction of an anti-mascot kind of guy, and he's interesting, so to say the least. So that'll be fun to unleash on the world, and then we're gonna try to do some kind of, I don't know if it's gonna be recorded or live, but we're gonna try to do some kind of show where we're playing live, because it's getting to be pretty crazy that no one's able to tour live in front of people, and we feel like we should at least do some sort of show. And so hopefully that'll be, I'm not sure exactly when that's going to be, but we'll definitely work hard on that to make it something special for fans.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I was thinking, I feel like even though venues can't put on live music right now, but if they could like sponsor a webcast where they
Right.
get like a bunch of bands lined up and charge
Yeah.
admission so bands could get paid, that would be really cool.
Yeah, and I think a couple people have done that sort of thing, but not maybe on a full scale like you're talking about, which would really be awesome. And maybe it'd be kind of like another festival kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
like a virtual festival
Yeah,
where it lasts the
exactly,
whole day.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, totally. And it would be a lot of fun to be a part of something like that. I've seen a couple of those things come and go, but yeah, definitely, it would be cool.
Yeah. I was meaning to ask you, for the music videos, do you come up with the concept or the storylines yourself, or does the director of the video kind of help out with that?
Yeah, it's usually it starts with myself and Joe, and we kind of talk about it, um, and then build it out, build kind of like an outline or storyboard kind of a thing in our heads, or write it out, and then we give it to the director. We usually, we have to. It takes a while to find the right director to kind of put the vision in, and but there's so many amazing graphic designers now across the world, even that um, that it's really cool that you're able to collaborate with somebody, and when you find that person and they gel, like Lubomir with Swarm and Elvis with Translucent, they just get it, and they're showing you like the beginning process, and it starts to get really exciting and snowball from there. So um, I remember even the first few times I'm forgetting that there's music in the background, so I'm just interested in
I know.
watching the story, right? So and that's a good sign for me. So
That's so cool. So I'm looking forward to what you guys have coming up in the near future. Have you guys performed in Boston before?
I don't believe we've been in Boston. I'm not sure we've been in Massachusetts yet at all, besides driving through. We had our own tour for a couple weeks out there. I think after we played with Adelita's Way, um, and I don't think we hit Boston. We hit Philly, we hit Rochester, New York, but we didn't go through Boston yet, which is exciting. For our first time, I'm very excited to play there, because I know it's a huge rock and metal and heavy scene, and those types of places we always get really excited about, because we know what the response back is going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely a different crowd over here.
Right? Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. A lot
Yeah,
of big
well,
bands started this week, so.
yeah. I feel like more so in the 90s, Boston was like a big music scene.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
hopefully it'll stay that way, once coronavirus decides to disappear forever.
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, and if like any new cities, start to explode with a different kind of rock scene, or whatever. But I'm just hoping that the vaccine goes through and all that stuff, so we can all get back to
I
live
know, right?
music and everything else again.
This has
Yeah,
been going on long enough.
yeah, it has, and
Yeah.
they've done a great job. I mean, supposedly it's like the fastest they've ever um, got it to this point with a new vaccine in history. So you know, we can't ask for much more than that. We just, gotta hope that everything keeps going in a positive way.
Exactly. Gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah, exactly. It's tough to do, but you got to do it.
Right. Well, Cesar, I really appreciate your time. It's been a blast chatting with you.
Thanks, you too.